What's going on, everybody? My name is Chris. You are watching B-Boy 45, the Hospital's own TV and radio station, and I've got two good friends on the phone. But my first good friend, Maya, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Super glad to have you on the phone. But we're having you on the phone because we have a friend on the phone. Introduce who we're going to talk to.
Allison Miller.
Allison Miller! Yay! Allison, are you there?
I am here. Hello.
How's it going, guys? All right, I'm going to hand it over to Maya. Maya, you ask your awesome questions. If there might be a little bit of an echo delay, something like that, I'm trying to figure that out. But have a good conversation, guys. All right, take it away, Maya.
Thank you. Okay, so first of all, I just can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
I'm so happy to be talking to you, Maya. I know you talked to DJ from our show, so I'm glad that I get to jump in here too and talk to you.
Thank you. So I was wondering who or what inspired you to start acting?
Who or what? I think the first time I ever did any sort of acting was at a summer camp in a play, and I really enjoyed it, but I didn't ever think that it was something that I could do. I don't know why. I don't think I had a lot of confidence in myself as a kid, but my family moved to Tallahassee, Florida, when I was a freshman in high school. We moved halfway through freshman year, which is not fun. But when I got there, my mom enrolled me in a theater class on the weekends, just as a way to meet new people and maybe find some friends. And it was this school in Florida. It's called the Young Actors Theater. That really inspired me to get into it. I know that you've interviewed Tony Hale, too, and he went there as well. So I was a few years behind him, but we were all kids doing the same theater program, and the woman who runs it, her name is Tina Williams. She and her daughter, Worth Williams, really pushed me to keep pursuing it, and so I went all the way through high school doing classes every single day with them after school and 3 plays a year, and I fell in love with the theater.
Oh, that's so cool. So you were in the movie 17 Again with Zac Efron, Matthew Perry, and Leslie Mann.
Yeah.
I love that movie. How did that opportunity come about?
I auditioned for that, and I auditioned for the part that Michelle Trachtenberg ended up playing. She and Emma Stone and I all were there reading with Zach for the part of his daughter. And they said I wasn't quite right for that part, but they wanted me to be in the movie, which was really nice. So they offered me the part of a teenaged Leslie Mann, and I would have never turned that down. And I'm so glad that I got to be a part of it because it's such a good movie. I'm a big fan of it, too. And I can say that because I'm not responsible for how good it is.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I know the hospital has that movie on whatever it is. Like you can pick it, and so
good.
I've watched it whenever I'm there. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
I hope that everybody listening to this will go watch it, too, because it is a really good sort of a cheerful, funny, fun movie to watch.
Yeah. So I know you're going to be in the new Psych movie.
Yeah.
Psych 2, Lassie Come Home. I'm so excited for that movie because Psych is one of my favorite shows next to A Million Little Things.
Oh, wow.
And Psych, the movie, is one of my favorite movies, so I'm so excited for it.
Me too. It's going to be great. I've seen it already, and I think you're going to love it.
Oh, okay. I'm so excited. I was wondering, do you have any fun stories or memories from set?
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. The whole thing is a fun memory. That crew and that cast, everybody who works on that show, they have the nicest group of people, and whenever they have someone new coming on, like a guest star, or like me, someone who's never been on the show and is coming in to do one of their movies, they stop everything, and the entire crew sings happy birthday to you. And then everyone cheers for a very long time. And it is very jarring at first because you think you're just going to come in and do your little thing and walk out at the end of the day. But they really make a point to make everybody feel really welcome. The other thing I think I can say is that when we were shooting my scene, there were 15 live cats on set all the time, crawling all over me and everything else. So that was really fun. And they were all cats that were up for adoption. So I know that a bunch of crew members went home with cats that day.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, A Million Little Things is one of my favorite shows, and you play Maggie Bloom in the show. And I'm crossing my fingers for season 3.
Yeah.
Are there any similarities between you and Maggie?
Ooh, yeah. Well, thank you for being a fan. That's very cool to hear, especially someone as young as you. I love hearing that young people are watching our show. We definitely have some similarities. She and I are both runners. We deal with our stress through running, so that's a big one. Maggie sings and plays the piano, which are things that I also love doing. And I love psychology. I love the study of human nature and the human mind, and it's something that I've always been interested in. I studied it in college. I was going to minor in it, and those are a lot of our similarities. I think we both have pretty dry senses of humor too, and we have the same face. So those are things we share.
That's so cool. So what's your favorite thing about acting?
Ooh, I think my favorite thing about acting is that it's a tool that you can use to help people in ways that I don't think I realized for a long time. And something that I realized, I work with a group in LA called the Art of Elysium. And so I spend a lot of time in the Los Angeles Children's Hospital, and we go around room to room. They do it twice a week. And we play games and improv games and do storytelling and put on plays. And something that I realized from doing that is I always thought of acting as being a very sort of self-centered occupation. But I realized that just by making people laugh and doing something really silly, it makes such a big difference for people, and it makes a big difference for me too. I mean, I watch comedy all the time just because I feel like it's something that is so uplifting and good for our brains and bodies to just be laughing. And if it's not that, then, entertainment is such a great escape. So I love knowing that I can slip into a character and create a whole world and give people something to get excited about if it's a TV show every week that they're like looking forward to and living vicariously through, or if it's something really goofy, then it's making people laugh. I like knowing that even though, I'm not a brain scientist, I'm still doing something positive and meaningful with my career.
I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
Well, I have a lot. I mean, I look up to a lot of actors and actresses. It's hard to say who are my favorites. Let's see. I mean, I love Frances McDormand and Holly Hunter. They're two of my very favorites. And I love Shirley MacLaine. I don't even know if these are people that you're familiar with, but they are some of my, I don't know, I look up to them a lot and I love their performances. And I was a big fan of Philip Seymour Hoffman. And I love watching, I don't know, I feel like every time I watch a show, there's some new actor I've never seen before, or I just get really excited about new people who pop up. So I watch so much TV and so many movies just because I'm so inspired by a lot of people.
Cool. Yeah, these past 2 weeks, my family and I have watched so many movies.
What have you watched?
Well, we watched the new movie Spies in Disguise.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
And that was really cute.
Okay.
And we just watched Adventureland.
Oh, yeah. That's really a good one.
Yeah. And now I'm blanking on all the other movies we watched.
That happens, I know.
But, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I've been watching a lot of movies.
So I love Jesse Eisenberg, and he's in this new movie that I wanted to watch, but I guess it's a horror movie, and I hate horror movies. But I was like, so I want to try this one, and my mom was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. It would freak you out.
Yeah, if you want to sleep at night, maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, I was freaked out by Titanic, so.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe save that one. Whenever I watch something scary, I even got a little, I'm too old to be scared of watching Lock and Key, but I had to watch it in the morning because if I watched it before bed, I would just be tossing and turning and sort of flipping out all night. And that's basically a kid's show, so that shows you how good at that I am.
So you've been in so many different types of projects. Have you had a favorite that you've worked on?
It's hard to pick. I like everything. I'm proud of everything I've gotten to do, and they're all they are all so different. So I don't know if I could choose my favorite. I mean, my favorite movie to watch that I've been in is 17 again, and I think some of my favorite. I think even if the project is fun and the show or the movie turns out really well, what I remember the most is just the experience. Like I shot a TV show called Terra Nova, and we shot that on the Gold Coast of Australia for 6 months. So we just all lived on the beach and filmed in the rainforest, and it was so amazing to be able to do that. And then I shot a movie 2 years ago, and I got to go to Italy, and we filmed outside of Rome in these really beautiful places and ate so much pasta. So I don't think I could pick a favorite. I mean, I love working on A Million Little Things. And if you ever speak to DJ again, tell him that I said A Million Little Things is my favorite one.
Okay, I will.
But I love that so much because of the people that are on the show. They're all really, really great human beings.
Cool. Yeah, my mom and I watched the show together, and we watched the season finale, and we were so mad the way it ended. We were like, no, we have to know what happens next.
I know. My mom basically texts me in all caps when she's angry about that, and then she sends me all the texts that she's getting from her friends about how angry they are. So I get it.
So, do you have any upcoming projects?
Let's see. The movie I was just talking about, the one that shot in Italy, it's called About Us. And that just won an award at the Mammoth Film Festival. So I think that they're figuring out their distribution, where that will be, probably online at some point soon, I hope. And then the Psych movie should be coming out it's either April or July. So that's quite a big difference, but it'll be coming out soon. And I made a short film that I wrote and directed that I'm going to be putting online pretty soon, and that's called Growth. I was waiting because it was going to festivals, but right now all the festivals are closing down, so I think I might just put it up on Vimeo for people to watch. So that should be out soon as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm excited to see all of those.
I'm excited for all of them to be out in the public eye for everyone to watch. It'll be good stay-at-home material too.
Yeah. So of all the characters you've played, is there one that you've related to the most?
Yeah, I think Maggie Bloom is the one I relate to the most. That is definitely true. I feel like I understand her and everything she does, even though I may not personally agree with decisions that she makes or ideas that she has. I identify with her the most.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so you dance, you're an amazing singer, and you play the piano and guitar. I love your version of Elton John's I'm Still Standing. So I was wondering what got you interested in music?
I've been playing. My mom put me in piano lessons when I was 6 years old, and there was a man who lived across the street from us who had a bunch of pianos for whatever reason. And he lent us this really beautiful little baby grand piano when I was growing up. And that's what I learned on. And I stuck with that for a really long time. I kept doing piano lessons through high school. And then because I got into the theater, I started doing a lot of musical theater as well. So that's kind of where it started. And then I ended up, I had an illness started in 2012, and so I was kind of stuck at home for a few years. And I started playing more music at that point and recording it, and actually like sitting down and every morning learning a new song on the guitar or the piano. And I found it really therapeutic for me. It just felt so peaceful and got a lot of joy out of it. And so that's when I really started playing more, and I started playing with a friend of mine and her band. And that's kind of where all of it came from. But I have my mom to thank for the piano lessons.
Do you have any plans to release your own music?
I don't have any plans. I feel like I should maybe do it, but that makes me so nervous. It's one thing to, sit down and record a song and put it on Instagram. Making a whole album is very intimidating, but I would love to do that at some point. Maybe I should take the free time I have right now to start writing songs. That would be good.
Yeah, I'm not musical. I love music, but I can't do anything with it. But I love writing songs. I just find it so helpful when, I don't know, just any emotion you're feeling, just to write it down.
Do you notice that sometimes you'll write things down and it'll make you realize that you were feeling something you didn't know you were feeling until you wrote it down?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I think is so great about it, because you can surprise yourself. What an amazing tool to have.
Thank you, yeah. So I was wondering, what is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve. Guess my biggest pet peeve, I don't even know if you could call this a pet peeve, but just the idea of someone being mean to an animal makes me feel crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else that would make me angrier.
So what personality trait has gotten you in the most trouble?
That's a great question. I don't get in much trouble, Maya. But maybe my fear of breaking the rules has ended up getting me in more trouble than anything else.
Yeah, I don't get in much trouble either, but I feel like if somebody asked me that, I would probably say that I inherited from my mom her inability to listen to somebody. If they tell me I need to do something, I'm always I don't want to. Now I'm not going to. Now that you told me I have to.
Yep, I understand that. As soon as you're told not to, it's well, watch out. It's happening now.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you could be any fictional character, who would you be and why?
Oh, that's really fun. If I could be any fictional character, I feel like this is pretty topical because they just made the new Little Women movie, but Jo March is just the coolest. I would definitely want to be her.
Cool. I haven't seen that movie yet, but my whole family wants to, so.
Yeah, you should also, they made one in 1994 that I still love. I watch it almost every Christmas because it's sort of a Christmas movie. Part of it is, at least, but it's so good. And it's Winona Ryder plays Jo in that one, and Claire Danes plays Beth, and it's so good. Christian Bale plays Laurie. I love it so much.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I just wrote that down to watch that. So
good. Excellent.
Who would play you in a movie of your life?
Oh boy, probably. I don't know. You know who I would want to play me in a movie that doesn't make any sense, but just because I love watching her, is Catherine O'Hara.
Oh yeah,
she's on the show Schitt's Creek right now, but she's just one of my favorites. Just because I would like to see what she would do, because she's so funny. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably a silly answer, but I would watch that movie. I'd watch that version of my life.
I love that answer.
Okay, good.
If you could have any song playing to announce your entrance into a room, what song would it be?
Ooh, wow. I would want it to be... Now I feel like I need to open my laptop and look at my songs. Gosh, these are such interesting questions. I just made a list of my top 5 favorite songs, and I can't remember what any of them are off the top of my head, of course, because that's what happens. Let's see, my top 25 most played songs. I would want, you know what song I want? Oh gosh, too many choices. How about, I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get this right. And later, 3 hours from now, I'm going to think, I should have said that one. Okay. I'll go with Masterpiece by Big Thief.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't heard that song. I've heard Masterpiece by Jessie J, which when you said Masterpiece, I thought that was what you were going to say.
Maybe that should be the one. I like Jessie J too. She's great.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll have to look up the Masterpiece that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's they're one of my favorite bands.
Oh, cool. What was their name again?
They're called Big Thief. It's BIG space TH. Oh gosh, I'm going to spell thief wrong, aren't I? Now I have to look at it again because I feel like I'm going to spell thief wrong.
Oh, I thought you were saying feet or something, and so I was like, okay, interesting name.
Yeah, THIEF. I before E except after C, right? I should have remembered that.
Okay, so THIES?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what terrible movie do you secretly love?
What's a terrible movie that I secretly love? What's bad? I feel like I like a lot of bad stuff just because it's entertaining or there's some feeling that it invokes. Bad movie. I'm sure I could think of some movie from the 80s, like some summer camp movie that's really bad. Oh, there's a guy who makes these movies. Well, there's Tommy Wiseau's movie that's really, really terrible, like notoriously terrible, and now I can't remember the name of that.
The Room?
The Room. Thank you so much for that. That's the one I was looking for. It's atrocious in the most wonderful way. Probably not appropriate for anyone under the age of 20, but yeah, really bad and really good at the same time.
Always get your parents' permission, like we say.
Yes, always, especially in that case.
Yeah, I can't remember what the movie was called, but there was a movie about the guy who wrote that.
Yeah,
and so
that was
watched.
James Franco was in it.
Yeah, and so my family and I watched that, and then we were trying to find The Room, and all we could find were like clips on YouTube, so we were watching that.
Yeah, that's all you need to see. It really tells the full story.
So when you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better?
Well, I try to make myself sit and feel whatever the bad feeling is for a while and just kind of observe it and try to let it sit for as long as it needs to. And once I've done that, if I really want to shake it out of myself, I will either go for a run or a long walk with my dog, or I will play music. That helps a lot too. Sometimes I'll do yoga, and I really like doing breath work. That's something that I've been doing for years, and I just learned Wim Hof's style of breathing. I don't know if you've heard about this, the Iceman, that guy.
Wait, sorry, what was the name? I was like sitting here, I was like, okay, I think I can figure out like.
Oh yeah, I think he's Danish. His name is Wim Hof. It's WIM space HOF, and he's known as the Iceman because he's won or set all these Guinness Book World Records for being able to withstand cold temperatures. But he has a style of breathing that he does that is sort of meditative, and you do 4 rounds of this open mouth in and out breathing, sort of circular breathing, and then you hold it on the out breath for as long as you can, and then as long as you can possibly hold it, and then you take an inhale and hold that for 10 to 15 seconds, and you just do it 4 times in a row, lying down or sitting down, and you'll get, your fingers might be tingly and your feet might get tingly because you're over-oxygenating your body. But what I feel like it does for me is it's very relaxing, and it also feels like it sort of resets my nervous system, where if I'm feeling anxious, it helps me come back down to a more relaxed state, or if I'm any kind of like angry or scared or anything that is a really big feeling, it kind of helps it to pass rather than just getting stuck in it.
So do you have a motto or quotation that you live by?
I don't think I have any motto that I live by. A lot of the time when I'm going out, if I'm going somewhere and I'm going to be around people, I don't know very well, I get kind of anxious, but I just remind myself to be kind, and for whatever reason, that takes the anxiety away, because it doesn't matter what these people think of me or how I'm coming across, just as long as I'm setting the intention for myself to be kind to them. I think that sets a tone for everything. So I try to live by that.
I like that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So my last question for you is, who do you consider to be a real life superhero, and why?
Well, I immediately thought of one of my friends, because she is a doctor who works at the Mayo Clinic, and she's going to work every day, and she has 2 little boys at home, and she is going to work and taking care of people, and then she's going home and taking care of people. And I think that everyone who is working in hospitals and offices and working at grocery stores right now, those people are all heroes, because they're keeping everything going and really helping people. And I'm so grateful for them, and especially for my friend. Her name is Alex, and I think about her all the time right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree that I think all the people who have to go and do their jobs right now are amazing.
Yeah, that's heroic stuff.
Yeah. So thank you so much for calling in. I had the best time talking to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been really good talking to you, too. I'm really glad you asked me to do this.
We really appreciate it, Allison.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. Hopefully we talk to you soon, maybe on FaceTime or Skype. But I'm really glad you're able to connect by phone, and we wish you the best of luck on maybe releasing your own album one day.
Thanks.
Okay.
See what happens.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.